What's up, y'all? I want to welcome y'all back to AD Cooks, and I want to wish all of you all a happy and a successful 2018. And if you're here and you're watching this video, you made it. So I'm glad to see you all, and I hope you all continue to support and watch, like, share, and subscribe, and do all of that other good stuff. But what we're going to do today for the first start of 2018 is we're going to make a homemade pizza from the crust down to the sauce. And what we have in front of us right now is I have some extra virgin olive oil, which is what I'm going to use once the dough is together. And I have a teaspoon of active dry yeast. You have to use the active dry yeast on this recipe. I have 1/4 cup of white sugar, 3/4 cup of lukewarm water. And if you all don't have the 3/4 on your measuring bowl or your measuring cup, just use, if you have 1/4, most of them come in 1/4, just use 3 of the 1/4 if you all didn't know. And 2 cups of all-purpose flour and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and mix our lukewarm water with our active yeast and our sugar. I'm going to let that sit to the side, and I will check back once I have that all added up. And I think you have to let it sit for about 5 minutes. So we're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes, and I will check back, y'all, once everything is active and ready to pour into the flour, and we're going to get started on the yeast. Alrighty, y'all, peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? I want to welcome y'all back, and I want to go ahead and zoom in or move in on this active yeast. Sort of gonna have a foam effect to it. Looks sort of like a bad science experiment gone wrong, but that's how it's looking. And we're gonna go ahead and mix the salt and the flour into this big mixing bowl. I went ahead and poured it in already, and I left a little bit to the side because sometimes the dough gets a little sticky or whatever, so I left a little bit to the side. So we're gonna go ahead and add the salt, the flour, and this active yeast together, and I will check back then, y'all. Okay, guys, welcome back. I went ahead and mixed my dough together. What I did with the olive oil is I put the dough that I put, before I put the dough into the bowl, I placed a little bit of olive oil up under it and put a little olive oil on top. And what I'm gonna do, you don't have to do this because this is active yeast. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit up a minute, and then I'll start playing with this dough, kneading it out, and then I'll make my pizza crust. So I'm gonna let this sit up for about 5, maybe 10 minutes, and I'll check back, y'all, once I have it kneaded out and everything is ready. All right. What's up, y'all? I want to welcome y'all back. And right now I have in front of me, on the right side at least, our dough. It's kneaded. It's sat up for a minute, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it into my pan. Another thing that I'm working on, because I told you I'm making my own sauce to this. So I went ahead and I boiled and scored, before I boiled it, I scored 2 tomatoes and boiled them and took the skin off of it. So that's what you're seeing right there in the middle in the gray bowl. And I have some red onions chopped up and some minced garlic. So we're gonna start on our sauce. So in the next video, you all probably will see me with my dough inside my pan and my sauce started. So I just want to give you all an up because I'm doing like 2 different things at the same time. So I hope you all can bear with me, and I don't have Nico with me on this video. So we're gonna make things happen and do what we gotta do. So again, in the next video, you'll see me with the dough in the pan and the beginning stages of our sauce. Thank you. Okay, guys, welcome back. I went ahead and put in my garlic and my green onions, and we're gonna let those saute a minute. And also, I want to move you over to the left side. This is our pizza dough. I went ahead and I pricked a few pieces or areas of the pizza dough with the fork so it can breathe a little bit. And this is our tomatoes that I went ahead and I blended up into the Ninja. We're gonna go ahead and add that in to our garlic and our onions. You wanna be careful with this garlic because you don't wanna burn it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video right now and go ahead and add my tomato puree tomatoes in, and I'll check back in a minute, y'all. Okay guys, welcome back, and this is our tomatoes that we pureed with our onions and our garlic. And basically what I'm doing is letting the water cook out of it because tomatoes retain a lot of or hold a lot of water in them. So I'm letting that cook out. Also, I added some chili, a little bit of chili powder, some ketchup into this, Italian seasonings, pepper, and some Himalayan salt into this. And I'm gonna wait till this water cooks out of this. And in the next video, I'll probably have the sauce plated on top of our pizza crust. So bear with me, y'all. Slow process, but I'm gonna get you there. Probably not slow to you all because it's moving in YouTube time. But for me, this has been a long process. But I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thanks. Okay guys, welcome back. This is the point where you actually get to enjoy making the pizza because all of the hard work is out of the way. But what we have in front of us, I went ahead and took my my pizza sauce off and went ahead and added it on my pizza dough. Also, another thing I did, and it's optional, pizzas, you make them to whatever way you want them. I added some fresh garlic under the bottom because I'm a garlic fanatic. So before I put my pizza sauce on, I put a little olive oil on top, and then I added some fresh garlic on top of the pizza dough. And then I added my pizza sauce on top. And also I have some sausage that I cooked gently so that it's not cooked all the way. I just cooked it kind of halfway through. And I have some red onions and some fresh tomatoes, and I have mozzarella and provolone Sargento. So we're gonna go ahead and add this on in the next video. Everything will be on the pizza, and I will check back then, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back. And as you can see, I was not light on my toppings. I like my toppings loaded. You know, I like a lot of cheese on my pizza. A lot of meat on my pizza and toppings on it. So this is what it's looking like right now. We're gonna go ahead and put this in a 375 degree oven, and I would say cook this for about 20 minutes. I'm going to do something a little bit different probably halfway through this process because I like my crust to be a little crispy. I'm gonna once the dough cooks at the bottom, I'm gonna try to remove this from this pan and put it directly on the oven. Everything is optional. You can do what you want to do, but that's what I'm gonna do because I like my dough to be a little crispy. So I will check back once this is done. In the next video, this pizza will be done and properly cut, and we have our homemade fresh pizza, better than Domino's, Emos, all of that crap, you know. And it just takes a little time though. So I appreciate you all for tuning in, and see you in the next video. Okay guys, welcome back. And after about 25 to 30 minutes, I went ahead and took this out, and these are the ending results. And like I said, I like my pizza crust to be kind of crispy because this is a thin crust recipe. So it's up to you, but I took mine halfway through the process. I took it out of my pan and then I put it directly onto the oven grill. So that's up to you, but that's how I like it. And to me it looks good. I'm gonna cut into it and eat real good tonight. But I want to appreciate you all for tuning in, and please like, share, and subscribe, y'all, and peace.